Hi, my name is Sejal and I have around 2.8 years of experience as a data engineer, and in this assignment I perform web server log analysis on the Calgary dataset using the Python. To begin with, I first imported the required libraries such as the pandas for the data analysis, gzip for the reading compressed file, and re for the regular expression base. And next I loaded the data set. Since the file was in compressed.gz format, I used the gzip module to read it line by line and store the raw log record into the list. After loading the data, I moved to the pressing step. The log data was unstructured, so I use regular compress to extract key fields such as host, timestamp, request status code, and the byte transfer, and then I convert this trace data into the structure pandas data frame. During the data processing, I handle the key challenge with the timestamp. Formatting the original timestamp format was not direct compatible with the pandas datetime conversion, so I first transformed the string format, then converted it into the proper datetime object, and I also handle the missing values, ensure the data consistency. Additionally, I perform the feature engineering by creating the new columns such as date and hour timestamp. So I also extracted the file name and the file extension for the request file to support the further analysis. Once the data was clean and structured, I performed the multiple analysis. So let's see this. So first I calculated a total number of log record, which was around 724,000, which we see here in the output. Then I computed the number of unique hosts in the data set. The hosts were categorized as local remote, so the total unique count was 2. Next, I analyzed the HTTP response code and calculated how many times each status code appeared. I specifically identify around the 23,004. Next, I analyzed the HTTP response code, calculated how many times each status code um, I specifically identified the 23,000 for error, which indicate the missing or unavailable resource. I further analyzed these 404 errors by identifying the top 15 file names that caused them. For example, index.html had the highest number of the 404 responses, indicating a frequently request but missing the resources. Here we can see here in the output. And I also analyzed the top file extension associated with the 404 errors, which help understand which type of the file are the most prone and the failure. We can see here in the output. Additionally, calculated the total bandwidth uses per day by aggregating the bytes field, which provide the insight into the daily data transfer pattern. Also perform the hourly request distribution analysis, which can useful for the system optimization and the load balancing. And finally, the top 10 most file names overall, regardless for the status code, to understand the user access and the behavior. Overall, this project demonstrates my ability to work with the unstructured data, perform data cleaning and the transformation, and driven the meaningful, insightful using the Python and pandas. Thank you.